What's up, YouTube? Today I'm coming at you with a very, very important video. A video that is actually very relevant to my life right now, and a video that I know a lot of people need to hear. So, to jump right into it, today's video is going to be about change, okay? And to start this video off, really, I'm gonna start off by saying this: pay attention to nature. Literally, look at nature. Go out to a park, somewhere with water, somewhere that is nice, peaceful, and quiet, and just sit there and look at nature. Look at the leaves blowing on the trees. Look at the water just flowing, okay? Pay attention to everything about nature. Do you notice nature fighting change? Like, let's say you're out in the woods, you're just walking around, and you look up at the tree, and it's windy out, the leaves are blowing. If there's a leaf hanging off a branch that is ready to fall off, do you think that that tree is just holding onto that leaf like, no, 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 don't fall, don't fall, don't go? No, if the leaf falls, it falls. The tree doesn't try to hold on to the leaves that are attached to it. It just lets it go. Same thing with all of nature. Nature is constantly changing, just like our lives. Things are constantly changing, and nature doesn't fight those changes. It just allows them to happen, and it flows. See, that's something that we can learn to apply into our lives, is to let things flow and do not fight with the changes that are going on in your life, because you have to understand that life is constantly changing, bro. Every single day. If not every single day, I know that you are experiencing changes. Everybody experiences changes. And some people do not know how to handle change. Some people do not adapt well to change. And I believe that understanding how to handle change is a very important skill that we need to learn. Okay, so my video actually cut off on me. I think my storage was full, so I had to clear up a couple videos, and I'm back now. So I believe I was saying, I think it's very important for us as human beings to learn how to handle change and how to adapt to change, because life is ever changing. Things are constantly changing around us. The world is constantly changing. Nothing is ever staying the same. And if you fight with the changes that are happening in your life or around you, you're making shit harder for yourself. Because whether you want it to happen or not, some things are just going to change, and you really have no control over it. And something that I always say to myself is, why sit here and stress over the things that you have no control over? And to dive into a quick little story, I said this topic is very relevant to my life situation right now, because I am going through a lot of changes, and a lot of things that I've never really experienced in my life before. A lot of things that are new to me. And I'm very proud of myself for the way that I've been handling these changes, because I used to be somebody who tried to fight certain changes that were going on in my life instead of just kind of letting them flow, you know what I'm saying? So, this topic is very relevant to my life right now, because I'm going through a big change right now. My family is splitting up. My parents are divorcing. I just moved out of my house that I literally grew up in. Like, this was really the only house that I knew. This is the house that has literally made me. I've lived in this house for at least 20 years, like 21 years. And I'm 23 now. But today was the last day that I was able to go to my house, my old house now. And I remember this morning I was there. I was there with my mom, my dad, and we were kind of just cleaning up the last of the stuff in the house, packing up some last minute items. And I remember, like, right before we were getting ready to go, I was upstairs in my room, and I was just sitting there looking around at my empty room. And I just had so many memories and everything going through my mind. And I was just kind of like, damn, like this doesn't even feel real, because I'm so used to going to that house every single day for 20 something years. That has been my home. That is the only home that I really knew, other than like when I went off to college and I lived on campus and everything. I adjusted well to that, but at the same time, I did have my home back in my home state. But I was in my room earlier today, just sitting there looking at the empty house, and I got emotional. And I haven't really been emotional about this whole thing, even leading up to the last day. But when I was standing there, because it was like 5 minutes before we were about to go, I was just like, this is really my last time ever stepping foot in this room. And, you know, although it was emotional for me, I was also talking to the universe at that time, and I was like, you know, universe, I want to thank you for this experience that I had in this house. I want to thank you for all of the memories that I have from this house, good and bad. And let me take a sip of water real quick, because I'm thirsty as hell. Thirsty as hell. Stay hydrated. But yeah, I was talking to the universe, and I was just thanking the universe, showing gratitude to the universe for the experiences that I had in that house. And when I closed that door for the last time, it was just like, that's it. On to the next chapter of my life. And, you know, just understand that it's gonna be okay. A lot of the times we go through changes and we're like, oh, you know, this isn't gonna work out, or I don't want it to be this way. It don't fucking matter what you want. You have to understand that sometimes we don't always know what is best for us. Sometimes we think we know what's best for us, but ultimately the universe always knows what's best for us. And the universe makes certain changes in our lives in order for us to get to that next level. You can't expect to, if you have big dreams, if you have big goals, you can't expect for things to just be the same way all the way up on your come up. Like, bro, in order for you to get to the next level of your life, you're gonna have to go through a series of changes, and it's okay, because it's all a part of the process. And I'm very happy for this change too, because at my house, it was a very toxic living environment. And, you know, we all know that your environment is key. Who you surround yourself with, you know, just your living situation, your environment as a whole is important. Because what you surround yourself with on a daily basis is ultimately what you become later on. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why I am happy about the changes that are happening in my life, because I know it's happening for me. It's not happening to me. And same is true for you. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens for you. And just to remind y'all, I don't know if y'all can see this that well. Everything happens for a reason. Never forget that. Never forget that. But that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Do not fight with changes that are happening in your life, no matter how difficult it may be for you in the moment. Just try to sit there and think about what you can take away from that situation. How can this situation help you grow? What can you take with you moving forward so that you become better because of this? And, you know, always stay optimistic. It's too easy to think negative. It's too easy to sit here and be pessimistic. Be optimistic. Think about how the fuck this is going to help you become better and help take you to that next level. Start rooting for yourself. Start expecting good things in your life. Just do it. That's all I have for y'all, though. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next video.